Hey everybody, how's it going? It's me again. I'm home as you can see. It's for the Easter break, and I'm gonna be back in school soon. So I figured I might as well do a video here while I have the chance. Um. Anyways, I'm gonna be reviewing a movie that I know everyone already has in their collection of movies, and if you don't, well, you don't know good movies. I'm just saying, but that's not the point. And it's Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb, a film directed by Stanley Kubrick. This is his. I'm not sure how many comedies Stanley Kubrick has made over the years. I'd say this, if he has, this is one of the best comedies I've ever seen. It's funny and it's serious at times. The plot is, it's about this group of Air Force officials that believe that the Russians have a doomsday device. Well, they do have a doomsday device, and they're trying to keep them from, getting to go boom. Because if they do that, well, all life's gonna end on Earth. But me, I would personally enjoy that because I just don't like people. But that's just me. Anyways, back to the movie, and that's pretty much the gist of it. You see, it's not like a slapstick or any kind of comedy like that. It's kind of like a comedy that's like, it's so serious that the characters don't realize that they're actually stupid. It's one of those comedies. They wear funny things and they don't seem to realize it. They talk like idiots and they don't seem to realize it, and it makes you laugh. And I just love it whenever George C. Scott, yeah, he's in this movie. That's obviously not him. That's him right there. Right there. That's George C. That guy. That's George C. Scott. Of course, if you know who George C. Scott is, you probably already know this. But if you don't, well, they don't know good actors. I'm just saying. Whenever he says they can look at the big board, and every time he says something about the big board, it just makes me laugh. I don't know why, Joe. Just when George C. Scott's saying big board, just makes me laugh. Anyways, as you can see, this is a thick casing. I got this is the 40th anniversary special edition. It's 2-disc. See, 1, 2. Thick outer shell. I like these, so it's kind of a box set, but it's not. It also comes with a photo booklet. You can see some pretty cool pictures in here and all that stuff. I really like this. And it also has a essay about the movie from famous film critic Roger Ebert. It's just his views on the movie and him talking about it, pretty much saying how he likes it and things that he liked about it. Well, yeah, that's pretty much the gist of that. And look at George C. Scott here. Tell me that doesn't make you laugh. I love George C. Scott. What a lot of people don't know is that this movie is based off a serious novel, not a comedic novel, called come on, don't do this. Red Alert. I never read that book. If I ever get my hands on it, I plan on reading it. There are a couple of Stanley Kubrick movies that are actually based off of novels that no one knows. Full Metal Jacket is based off a novel that's out of print at this point. I'm not sure if it's going to get reprinted anytime soon. I doubt it. Full Metal Jacket actually had the Full Metal Jacket books. There's actually 2 books. They're not by the same name. There was going to be a 3rd book, but the author of those books passed away before he could finish the 3rd one. The Shining, that's obvious. 2001: Space Odyssey is not based off of a book, but there was a book that was released after it was it was like released during in conjunction with the movie, and then the book wound up having a whole series of follow-ups, whereas the movie only had 2010, and we all know 2010 wasn't that good, but 2001 was pretty good, but that was more of an artistic movie. You see, where this movie shines is that it's artistic, but it's also has a good story to it, which is kind of rare for Stanley Kubrick, because he's normally on the artistic side of things. I'm not sure if I'm the only one who thinks that, but I don't know, excuse me, I'm really tired. If you see 2001: Space Odyssey, you notice that's They don't talk much at all. In fact, the dialogue is very limited in that movie. Um, and like it more or less focuses on like the cool like, camera angles and special effects. And for that time, that looked really cool. It almost looked modern, like it'd be made now, like in the 2000s. Anyways, back to this movie. I highly recommend this movie, and like I said, if you don't have this in your collection, well, I'm gonna have to come in there. I'm gonna have to beat the snot of you. I'm just saying, but that's just me. This is a classic. It's a dark comedy, and don't expect like slapstick here and there. It's not that kind of comedy. It's like a comedy. It's a comedy that's done because the characters are so serious and stupid they don't even realize it, and it makes you laugh, and that's where it shines. It's like it's sort of like has like the kind of humor that was in A Clockwork Orange, which is also based off a novel, but everyone knows that. Like, but Clockwork Orange is like funny, but it's like deranged and disturbing, and we all know because we saw that video. Obviously, if you watch my channel, you saw that video. This is like funny because it's supposed to be funny, and you like the characters, but you also find them to be complete idiots. Side note: James Earl Jones is in this movie. You probably won't know who he is, but you will see him. Trust me. Anyways, that's my review for Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb. I highly recommend this film. I give it a 10 out of 10, 5 out of 5. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 out of 8 because there's 8 characters on the back. Dr. Strangelove and the rest of the cast. And George C. Scott also gets a 5-star performance because he's just the man. Anyways, but yeah, Dr. Strangelove's an ex-Nazi. Well, once a Nazi, always a Nazi, is what I say. Okay, he's an ex-Nazi scientist, but he's still a Nazi, and he consistently says "Mein Führer." It's hilarious. And Peter Sellers plays multiple roles in this. He plays Captain Mandrake, the U.S. President, and Dr. Strangelove. This was probably one of the earliest movies that ever showed like a single person playing multiple roles. Don't go by that. I really wouldn't listen to me on that. I really have no freaking clue. Anyways, I highly recommend this movie. Like, oh my goodness, you don't even know. Like, it makes me want to just. I'm not even gonna say it because that's just inappropriate. Yeah, it's that good. It's hilarious. Go for it. If you're just sitting on your. If you're still watching this now and you're not going out and buying this movie, then you obviously need to get smacked around. Like, I need to go to your house. I'll go Carver on your butt, man. You ever see Carver? Well, you know that one scene in the outhouse? It's gonna happen to you. The outhouse scene. Think about it. I know for women it might not be as bad because, well, you got nothing down there, but that's too violent. Oh, man. But, if the guys out there who are watching this and you're not getting this movie right now, Carver. Outhouse. Later.